we grew up believing that the hymen is a proof of virginity. But it turns out we were wrong. What we discovered is that the popular story we're told about female virginity is based on two anatomical myths.
The first myth tells us that the hymen breaks and bleeds the first time a woman has vaginal sex. In other words, if there is no blood on the sheets afterwards, then the woman was simply not a virgin. The second myth is a logical consequence of the first. Since the hymen is thought to break and bleed, people also believe that it actually disappears or is in some way radically altered during a woman's first intercourse. If that were true, one would easily be able to determine if a woman is a virgin or not by examining her genitals, by doing a virginity check.
So that's our two myths. Virgins bleed and hymens are lost forever. Now, this may sound like a minor issue to you, but the truth is, the myths about the hymen have lived on for centuries because they have cultural significance. They have been used as a powerful tool in the effort to control women's sexuality in about every culture, religion, and historical decade. Women are still mistrusted, shamed, harmed, and in the worst cases, subjected to honor killings if they don't bleed on their wedding night. Other women are forced through degrading virginity checks simply to obtain a job, to save their reputation, or to get married.
The absurdity of virgin testing is illustrated in a study done on 36 pregnant teenagers. When doctors examined their hymens, they could only find clear signs of penetration in 2 out of the 36 girls. So unless you believe in 34 cases of virgin births, we must all agree, you simply cannot look a woman between her legs and read her sexual story.
The hymen is nothing like a piece of plastic you can wrap around your food or a seal. In fact, it's more like this: a scrunchie or a rubber band.
And you can stretch a scrunchie, right? You can stretch a hymen too. It's very elastic. And for a lot of women, the hymen will be elastic enough to handle a vaginal intercourse without sustaining any damage. For other women, the hymen may tear a bit to make room for the penis, but that won't make it disappear. But it may look a bit different from before.
Like most myths, the myths about the hymen are untrue. There is no virgin seal that magically disappears after sex, and half of virgins can easily have sex without bleeding. We wish we could say that by removing these myths, everything would be okay, that shame, harm, and honor killings would all just disappear. But of course, it's not that simple. Sexual oppression of women comes from something much deeper than a simple anatomical misunderstanding about the properties of the hymen. It's a question of cultural and religious control of women's sexuality, and that is much harder to change. But we must try.